Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw Tips and Tricks. I found a new macro today. Thought I'd share it with you. It's free. If you will go to CorelVBA.com, I will leave a link for this at the bottom. And then when you go there, go to free macros. Now, some of these don't work. I've only tried a couple, and I have had tangent to a circle for a while, but some of them don't work um, unless you have X7 or older versions. But this one worked on my 2026. And if you want to just take this macro, it's called random shapes, and you could have it put it on the page. And I'm going to make 200 squares. Now I don't know why it doesn't put them on a page, but then you can left click and right click and take away the outline. I don't have I didn't record a very good deal. And then you need to probably group them together. If you look, these are ungrouped. There's really not enough of them, but you could do more. I'm only doing 200, and you could squash them up a little bit. Then bring in your text and go to intersect. Well, I don't know why that did that. Well, there we go. Just get rid of that one. I don't know why I was having to use, well, that didn't work. Tell you what, let me take away the fill on that one. Put this back. And let's go to intersect. And I was having this problem a while ago. And I figured out the problem. I don't know that anybody's ever going to use this, but I figured out kind of what the problem was. So I just took, um, I filled the text because I guess because I'd already used the text, it doesn't work. So go Control G and group that together and then intersect it. Yeah, that's what it is. It's not working. Um, and I've found that with some programs that once you use them, like the magnifying glass on the lens tool. But this thing is pretty, if you were doing something random, and you could do much more than the 600 I did, you could do, let's do, well, I did 200. Let's do 600. Look at that. Let's get these, let me just back up here. You could do circles, and you could take away the outline. I'm sorry I'm not recording. That would be pretty cool. But you could also see it's not grouped together, so I'm just going to have to delete that. This thing right here is selected object, and you could make well, let's try something. Let's take a three-sided polygon, and then let's give it a test to see if it will make that shape. So now I'm going to go to that and select the shape. I'm going to say okay. And look at that, it made, or did it just make triangles? Nope, it made the double. I need to move this text out of the way so I can grab it. I'm grabbing parts of the other part. Let me just, you know what? Let me do that over. Let me get rid of all this. So I made a really weird shape, and let's make it even weirder to kind of give it a really good test, and then weld that, and then double click on selected. It's going to ask you for the shape and put it in the shape. And let's move this out of the way. They all look red from a distance. So it's making that shape. And I haven't even played with the maximum size yet. I just figured this out a while ago. But it's free, and it should work on if it works on mine. You know what? I've even got a shape in there. I didn't even play on this. Let's go 100 millimeters. Double click, say okay, select the shape. and look, it made them a lot bigger. But I mean, they're just randomly put in there. They're going to look a lot better when we select them all and take away the outline. I mean, look at that. That's pretty cool. I mean, it's got a little bitty one, and you could do, I mean, you could really play around. So I will leave a link at the bottom of this video for this, and just go to free, there it is right there, random shapes. And I'm going to do another video on tangent to a circle that I've had for a while, but I don't think I've ever made a video on it. And I'm going to try some of these other ones tonight. Anyway, hope that helped a little bit, and thank you for watching.